Hey, it is Jen Lefforge from jenlefforge.com here. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited that you're taking the time to watch today. I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that is half marathons. I ran my very first half marathon in 2011. It was the Rock and Roll Half Marathon in Dallas. It was a fabulous experience, and I was scared to death. Since that time, I've run, I think I just ran my 23rd half marathon. I've run at Disney, I've run in Savannah, I've run all over the place. I've run in San Diego, and running races in particular has become such a great and fun part of my running journey. And I know that you may be a little nervous about racing. You may be sitting here watching this going, kind of want to sign up for my first half marathon, but that seems like a really daunting thing to do. And so today, I'm not going to talk about the training and the splits and the speed work and all of that. There's plenty of coaches out there that are far more educated than I am. I'm just a wife and a mom who's done this dozens and dozens of times, and I want to share with you my experiences and some things that I really wish I had known before I set out to run my first half marathon. So I hope you'll come along for the journey. The number one thing, please, please, please train well. I don't care about that girl that was on the treadmill with you in Orange Theory that said she never did her long runs and then was able to run a half marathon. I don't care about that guy that you work with that didn't run longer than 6 miles and then ran a half marathon. This is your first half marathon, and I want it to be not only a happy experience for you, but I want you to show up at that starting line feeling super confident. You're gonna be scared about a lot of things about this race. I don't want your training to be one of those things that you're scared about. And more importantly, because most of us are working, we have kids, we have busy families, the day after your half marathon, I want you to be able to go back to your normal life. I don't want you hobbling around. I don't want you going backwards upstairs, all that nonsense that people end up having to do because they did not show up trained. What plan should you use? Totally up to you. There's a million plans out there. I'm a Galloway girl, so I like all the Jeff Galloway running plans. I've done other ones as well. Another Mother Runner has some great plans. Don't pay for one. There's tons of free plans. Pick a plan, do the math, put the runs on your calendar, do the work. Your training plan is going to get derailed from time to time. It happens to all of us. You're going to get sick. Your kids are going to get sick. But if you have really dedicated yourself to putting in, I would say if you can get in 70% of the runs for any race that you're training for, you will be good to go. So that's my number one tip. Do the work and train well. Number two is eat well. Take really good care of yourself. Your body is being asked to do things it's never done before, which means your immune system is going to be a little compromised. You might get more tired than normal. You're going to need more sleep. Sleep is when those muscles really build themselves. So get enough sleep, eat well. The first 6 half marathons I ran, I gained weight. That was because I was hungry all the time, starving all the time, because I was burning more calories than I ever had in my life. And I was not making the best choices, because when you're so hungry that you will eat whatever is in front of you, you'll eat whatever is in front of you. So make good nutritional choices, things that are gonna be high in complex carbohydrates, lots of fruits and vegetables. I'm a vegetarian, so for me that means getting in lots of quinoa and beans and things like that. But whatever it is so that you can meet your protein requirements, you can meet your complex carbohydrate requirements, but just eat well. Yeah? Train well, eat well. One note on eating well. It takes your body about 10 to 12 hours to digest a long meal. So a lot of people will encourage you to eat this massive meal of pasta and bread and all this nonsense at like 7 o'clock when you have to leave your house at 5:30 in the morning for your race the next day. Here's why that's not a good idea. You want that huge meal to be able to digest and for you to be able to, how do I say this? Poop. You want to poop before your race. What you don't want to do is be out on the race and feel all this pasta swishing around and knowing that you don't have a comfortable place to use the restroom. You will be slow, you will be sluggish, and you'll be worried about where am I going to find a bathroom to comfortably do this in, because porta potties are just no one wants to do that. So What I do is if I'm gonna be leaving my hotel room at 4 a.m., I wanna make sure that I'm eating my really big meal at 3:30, 4 o'clock the day before. And then I'm just gonna have a light snack before bed, and then I'm just gonna have a very light breakfast because I want my body to move as quickly as it can, and I certainly don't wanna be worried about my bowels. Is that TMI? I'm sorry, you're not a real runner yet if that's too much for you. Maybe you are, I don't know. To celebrate well. I ran my first half marathon as a local race, and I was super excited because it was a rock and roll race. So pick a race that is fun and is very welcoming to new people. But I want to also make sure that you have a plan to celebrate after, because you've done this major thing and you don't want to go home and have your family just look at you and be like, hey, what's for lunch? You want to be, yay, you know, a mimosa maybe, some waffles maybe, whatever it is that to you says celebration. I want you to do that. That's my jazz hands. I do a lot of jazz hands. I want you to do that. I want you to celebrate well. Also, I want you to make friends. I want you to make running friends online. I want you to make running friends in your community. If you're not part of a local running group, join a local running group. Runners are good people, y'all. We are not gonna judge you. There is no such thing as, you know, oh, well, you're too slow to be in our group, or we don't like you because you haven't been running with us forever. That is not what runners are like. We love new runners. We think that running is the best thing ever. And when we meet new people that think running is the best thing ever, we are in. So please make new friends. And that even is true on race day itself. Make new friends. You're nervous. Everybody else is nervous too. I'm still nervous when I go to run a half marathon. So if you see someone standing there, walk up and say, hey, is this your first half marathon? Or, hey, where are you from? Or, hey, did you poop this morning? No, don't say that. Although that could be a fun way to break the ice. Maybe not. But make new friends because it will help alleviate your nerves before the race, and it will help alleviate their nerves as well. So you've also done a community service. So find fun people, train well, eat well, celebrate well, make new friends. I'm so proud of you. Running that first half marathon for me was a huge bucket list item. I never thought I would be able to do that. And now that I've continued to do it year after year, what am I on, year 7, year 8? No, I'm not good with math, but a lot of years. And I keep enjoying it, keep loving the distance. If you're running the Star Wars half marathon, please comment and tell me. And if you have any questions about training, running your first half marathon, what should you wear for your first half marathon? There is no such thing as a stupid question. Please comment below. If I don't know the answer, I'm sure someone else will pipe in. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Happy running.